Welcome students to the video series of Science and Technology Part 2nd for Standard 10th. And this is the last chapter of this Part 2nd, that is 10th chapter, Disaster Management. What we are going to learn in this chapter, let me put some points in front of you. You will learn in this chapter disaster meaning, type of disaster, effects of disaster, impact of disaster, then disaster management, first aid, the nature and the scope of the disaster, and mock drill. So let's start. What is disaster? Disaster is the dangerous event that occurs anytime in the environment. Anytime or many times in the environment. But this is not a proper definition of disaster. So United Nations have given the definition of disaster as it's a sudden event which causes huge loss of life as well as property. Here the word huge and loss of life and property are the important words, because whenever disaster is there, either there is loss of life or property or both. So it's a dangerous event which is very sudden event causing the huge loss of life and property. Now, previous chapters you have learnt about, there are mainly two type of disasters, natural disasters and man-made disasters. So natural disasters are the disasters which occur in the nature itself, like cyclones, earthquakes, then floods, famine, etc. And the other type of disasters are there, they are man-made disasters. Man-made disasters, of course, they are occurring in the nature due to the human activities like war, terrorism is there, strike of the workers is there, etc. So therefore we are going to see the many other examples also, but these are the main two type of disasters. Okay, now like this way we cannot classify the disaster. Mainly disasters are classified according to the effects, whether they are short-term effects or long-term effects. We can classify disasters in other ways too, that is catastrophic disasters. These disasters make the impact for short time. In spite of huge loss of life and property, the life can be brought to normalcy within a short time. For example, if you remember the past examples of this, very dangerous cyclones were there in Odisha, then catastrophic earthquakes our Maharashtra, that is Latur, has faced, Gujarat has faced. Then the cyclones are many times in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Just now that Nivar cyclone was there in Tamil Nadu. So at that coastal region. So like that way, these are the disasters which have the effect for a short time. Life can be brought to the normalcy within the short time. But some disasters are there which have their impact for a long time. Means, for example, we can say that a flood situation comes, then famine is there. Both of these are disturbing the agricultural production for 2 to 3 coming years. Similarly, strike of workers is there. That is also one of the type of long-term effect disaster. Then desertification is there, deforestation is there. These are the long-term impact disasters. But disasters can be classified depending upon various other criteria also. So let's see what are the other criteria for disaster classification. So let's see the type of disasters. Type of disasters are divided into 3 categories: geophysical, biological and man-made disaster. So let's see one by one. Geophysical disasters are classified as geological disasters and atmospheric disasters. Geological disasters occur due to disturbance in the earth or soil. For example, earthquake, volcano, tsunami, landslides, landfall, erosion, soil alkalization, flooding, etc. Atmospheric disasters occur in the atmosphere due to disturbance in it. For example, hot and cold waves, snowstorms, snowfall, cyclones, hailstorm, drought, flood, meteorite fall, effects of sunspots in climate, etc. Biological disasters, they occur due to plants and animals. For example, forest fire, fungal disease spreading like blister, weeds growing unnecessarily in the water or on the land. Then animal also causes the disaster by biting, or many viruses and bacteria, they also causes the disaster. Now we are facing the deadly disaster, that is the disaster which has occurred due to coronavirus. Let's see man-made disaster. They are classified as unknown disasters and international disasters. Unknown disasters like poisonous gas leakage, atomic test, unplanned action accidents. And international disasters are there like war, bomb blast, forced migration, and terrorism. Along with that, fire is also one of the disaster. Effects of disaster. They are very dangerous. Different disasters have destructive effects like collapsing of the bridges, houses, buildings, flooding of villages, cities, then shortage of the food, shortage of the clothes. It affects the economy of the nation. It affects the social relationship. It affects the social leadership, environment. It affects the administration and the politics also. More than that, it has a great impact on the medical field. So, these are the dangerous effects of every disaster. Now, whenever we say disaster, disaster does not mean that the loss of property or the life for particular group of the people or particular people of the village or people of the cities. But it is also like this, that if any animal is biting me, then it is also disaster for me, because I have there dangerous, I may be there in the dangerous situation of losing the life. The nature and scope of disaster. Taking into consideration the scope and nature of the disaster, some of the important facts must be thought over as follows. Pre-disaster phase, then warning phase, emergency phase, then rehabilitation phase, then recovery phase and reconstruction phase. These are the 6 important phases in disaster management. But only 3 aspects of disasters are important for common citizens. First one, phase of emergency. Now what is there in phase of emergency? Important character of this phase is that maximum lives can be saved by quick actions like medical help, first aid, then restoring the communication, rescue operation, etc. Second phase is very important for the common people, that is transitional phase. What is transitional phase? In this phase, rehabilitation work, then clearing of the debris, removing the people under the debris, then supplying the facilities, bringing normalcy to the life. These are the important facts in this transitional phase. So it is very important for the common people. Third phase is reconstruction phase. In this phase, the life is brought to the very normalcy. The people those who have lost the job, the people those who have lost their business are helped by giving them all type of the facilities in the society, so they can start to earn the money. Disaster management. Disaster may be minor or major, short time or for long time. It should be overcome with the effective disaster management. It is very necessary because there is close relationship between disaster management and the public. Now disaster is a very fast process and it is an accident. In case of disaster management, it should be the attempt to minimize the loss of the life because disaster is not planned, but the losses due to this disaster or the loss of the property which is there due to this disaster can be prevented in a planned manner. So let's see some steps of the disaster management. Disaster management has mainly 4 steps which are very important for the common people: mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery. In mitigation, the public awareness is done through the educational and training programs. Then forecasting and monitoring of the vulnerability assessment of the disaster is done. In the preparedness, emergency telecommunication, early warning systems, broadcasting services and alert messages are given to the public. In the response, food supplies, then rescue system, evacuation systems, location-based services, communication and coordination is done in the public after the disaster. In the recovery, after the disaster, updates and news are continuously made viral and they are published. Healing of the mental trauma of the people, recovering communication network is done. Disaster management has pre-disaster management and post-disaster management. In pre-disaster management, preparedness and mitigation or prevention is there, and in the post-disaster management, that is after the disaster, response and recovery to bring the normalcy of the public life is done. Disaster Management Authority. In the district collector is responsible for implementing the disaster management plan and its implementation also. District collector is responsible for designing the scheme for each disaster of its district and as well as to sanction the schemes from the state level authorities. District-wise disaster control unit is established immediately after the disaster is there or the information about it is obtained. Now it reviews about the various aspects of disaster. Then it keeps the continuous information about the disaster, its impact, as well as it supplies all the necessary help to the victim. Also keeps continuous contact with the army, navy, then paramilitary forces, telecommunication, air force, so that whatever help is needed for the particular disaster can be obtained from them. Let's see the last topic of this chapter, that is first aid. Now what is first aid? Everybody knows. First aid is a first help reaching to the victim of disaster before any medical help arrives or doctor arrives at the place. So the first aid is necessary for every person to be known. Whatever things are to be kept in the first aid kit, that should be known. Anyway, we have our first aid kit in the house. We have first aid kit in the school also. Depending on the various small incidents in our house, in school, we can keep the emergency things which are required in our first aid kits. So let's see what is the list of the things which should be actually kept in the first aid kit. We should have bandage strips, wound case, medicated cotton, hand gloves, clean and dry cloth pieces, soap, antiseptic creams, safety pins, blade, needle, band-aid, torch, scissor, thermometer, petroleum jelly, syringes, pain relief sprays and some tablets in a first aid kit. Let's see the last topic, that is mock drill. What is mock drill? It is also called as disaster redressal. How we have the rehearsal of the annual programs where what we are going to do on the stage, that is rehearse, that practice is done. Same way mock drill is there, or the disaster redressal is arranged, in which the actually reaction time at the time of the disaster is seen by creating a particular virtual situation of the disaster. Most of the times you might have seen some videos, some of the pictures you might have seen, or some guidance is given through the these firefighters how to put out the fire. In case of if cylinder gets the fire, any house is getting fire, then what should be done, what should not be done, that is explained by some by making viral some videos. So like this way, this mock drill or disaster redressal is also very important, which helps the particular arrangement team or the disaster management team to see their plan whether it is executed properly or not. It will execute properly or not at the time of actual disaster. Then whatever the negative points are there, less points are there, that can be overcome out of that. So this is the chapter disaster management. Now here in this chapter, actually you are aware of what is meant by disaster. So study the type of the disasters, definition of the disaster, then effects of the disaster, impact of the disaster, and disaster management. What is meant by first aid? What are the various first aids for different disaster? As I told you, disaster does not mean that only the huge crowd of the people or huge group of the people will get loss of the life or property. It is for the individual also. If any individual person is getting an accident, then also whatever loss is there, that is the disaster for that person itself. Any animal bite is there, that is also disaster for that person. So first aid is very important. We should know the first help, what should be given to the victim or what we should do, that should be known to us. So study the chapter. Thank you.